She was, even when she was a kid, she would like hike up her skirt. She pulls up the full, so she's, badge is out, tighter than mine, pissed me off. Badge is out. And she goes, and she would just march around, and she marched around the room. Oh my God, right? And he starts to go, Mom, and I just elbowed him like, she'll never know. Because she did have a bush that was, I guess, keeping the air from wafting through.
Okay. How thick was this bush? This is a filthy show. It's going to be comics telling filthy stories, and when we tell, we mean forcing you guys to talk to me about filthy shit. That's it. Get up for Lederman!
No, I like my stuff.
Okay,
I like the idea of you being my servant and holding my stuff.
I know,
Your
I know
boyfriend and he jerks off. I love that your boyfriend's name is Jefferson. That's such like a Steph's boyfriend's name.
Is it Stepherson Jefferson?
Jefferson. Alright, I'm gonna be full disclosure right now. I thought this was just like a dirty joke show. I didn't know I'd have a story.
No one listens to me. No one listens
We can pull one up. Okay, so I just got engaged in July. He's Asian, so I get soup for life. But okay, so weeks before he proposed to me, and I already knew the ring was in the house. Everyone's like, "Well, how did you know?" I'm like, "I paid for it." I zelled him some money, and that's how this became. Anyway, so I knew it was coming, and he knew, I knew, so I was already in. Like, we were already, it was like pre-engaged, engaged. And by the way, don't propose to him, that's too gay.
No, I know.
Just be a dyke, it's like, come on. You already read too lesbian to be on one knee. It's like, I'll lose my mind. I'll never talk to you again, I'll ruin your career, I don't know how. I'll fish hook you out of this fucking bitch. I'll fish hook you out of the comedy world. So he knew he had me, so he came out to me as a reptile guy. He had never expressed any interest in reptiles, and then right before he was like, by the way, my thing is to own a bunch of snakes. So I was like, okay, we're a family, I guess we're gonna be a reptile family. And as his Asian mother says, reptile. We have a lot of reptile. And I can do Asian accents now because I'm gonna be Asian soon. But so, okay, so we went on vacation. Okay, this was like beginning of July. This was like first week of July. He's like, I like snakes. And then, he'll never cheat on me. I know this for a fact, okay? While I'm out of town, he's buying snakes. It's like, no girl's gonna slide in and be like, you got snakes? Let me see how your snakes are. That was Steph. You got around her and started acting like her. Snakes? Is that how you do it?
That's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. Jefferson, he's seeing double vision. 2 steps. Okay. So when we went on, we have 13 reptiles. Okay. In the beginning of the story, we have 13 reptiles, and we go back to the East Coast, Jersey, Philly. Oh, you can tell. This is my new full Skims outfit, by the way, too. Does it look like? Can I say wigger? I've already offended you so much in life. I was just hoping. Okay. He didn't want me to. Okay, so we go home for Thanksgiving. Okay, we go home for Thanksgiving. We go to Wawa. That was pretty much. Okay, that's a couple of you. Oh, that guy. And we come back. We cannot find one of our frogs. Okay. So we're like, where's our frog? Now my fiancé loves to decorate the terrariums. He gets his little plants. He puts his little plants and glue stuff, and then puts this, all the stuff in there. And so one of the frogs was gone out of our 5. We're like, where's the other frog? Can't find it. While we were gone, I made a solid choice, and I had my cleaning lady come by, Maria. Is it okay to pronounce her name correctly? While we were gone, Maria will not go into the reptile room. She has nothing to do with the reptile. And she hates them. She can't believe it's a thing. I think she thinks we're like Satanists, which we maybe are. Undecided. We're waiting for the wedding day to really decide. But so, she never goes in. We're looking for the frog. I've taken up sculpting. My last ayahuasca trip, I had a vision to get clay, so now we do clay. We do clay in my house, and so we make these little sculptures. Todd makes these little creatures to put into the terrariums. And, but it was beautiful. We come up to this gorgeous apartment, so clean. It's like, all of our sculptures over here, reptile room, everything's fine except one frog we can't find. We think he's hiding in the brush. Next day, Todd's going in for his meeting, Netflix. He works for Netflix. He also won an Emmy, but it's not a big deal. But anyway, so he's holding his Emmy, and he's walking into his really high-powered meeting because he's really awesome. And he walks by our sculptures, and he goes, this is awesome. Did you make this?
Oh.
And I come out, I go, did you make this? Who made this frog sculpture?
No.
Apparently frogs, when they die, it's a very slow, painful dehydration.
No.
He was petrified. I was also petrified. His skinny little legs. It looked like someone had whittled together like a little frog that they were going to put clay over. Like, sometimes you do wires and you put clay over.
Yeah.
So Maria, beautiful Maria, while cleaning our house, found what she thought was one of our sculptures and took her beautiful salt of the earth Guatemalan hands. That was a twist. You thought she was Mexican, racist. And she picked up, she placed it with but it was our dead frog.
But it was dead when she found it.
She doesn't know that she found it, is the thing. She still thinks she found a sculpture of ours and just placed it with her bare hands. We're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's a little Ajax on them too, but beautiful. A little more from the Ajax, but she asked for natural products, but it was like fucking Target wasn't really so much. She took Juneteenth off, okay, she's a bitch, but and she placed, even my spray tan artist did not take Juneteenth off, okay? Because I got a spray tan on Juneteenth and I felt guilty about it. Is that okay? But so she put it and she has no clue. So Todd says don't tell her. He says we can never tell her. She's deathly afraid of these things. She thinks she did just like a good thing. She has no clue. We know she picked up the corpse of a rotting frog with her bare hands and walked across the room with it. Do we tell her?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to tell her on the pod. I want to be like, come on upstairs. And like, click, click. You just hear the camera turn on.
Yeah. You gotta tell her.
You think so?
I think so. No? What if she does it again? She didn't know those frogs loose.
There's not going to be another loose frog, okay? We've talked to our reptile guy. He's on punishment.
You have a reptile guy?
Yes, I actually tried to set you up with him before.
Oh yeah. She was on her podcast. She's like, oh, I think you like this reptile
when you
guy.
think about it. My reptile guy is really cool. But that story reminds me of another kind of dirty story.
Okay.
Woo! Embarrassing. Okay, so my ex-boyfriend and I, we lived in a studio apartment together, and he didn't win an Emmy. I don't think he's doing well, but I think his wife's hot, but that's all he's got. But anyway, so we were living in this tiny little apartment together, and his mom came to visit, and she went into the shower, took a shower. She came out. She was in a robe, and she was telling about she was telling a story about his cousin, his female cousin, and they're like we think she's a lesbian because she was always very butch as a child. I didn't realize that there was going to be a parallel. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. But she said even when she was a kid, she would like hike up her skirt. Now, we're laying on the bed, so we're like right at crotch level. She really lifts up she pulls up the full thing. Okay, yeah. Crystal? She pulls up the full, so she's, vag is out, tighter than mine, pissed me off.
Oh, I hate that.
Vag is out.
Yeah.
And she goes, and she would just march around, and she marched around the room. She did like a full turn.
In front of her son.
And we're in front of me and her son. And we're like, oh my God, right? And he starts to go, Mom, and I just elbowed him like, she'll never know. Because she did have a bush that was, I guess, keeping the air from wafting through.
Okay. How thick was this bush?
There was a thick bush, but there was you couldn't see anything underneath. I was very insulted. But she had an Emmy. She's not a comic. But But so, and she marched around the room, just pussy completely, like, I mean, pulled up to where even like the end of the robe was like above the belly button. And she marched.
Notice.
We saw it in movement.
Good act out though. Funny act out. I like
It's the
that.
truth.
Yeah, I would do something like that. That's good act out.
Don't try to take it back.
I'm
That's
taking
the
it.
thing.
What? My pet pussy?
No, I
I'm
said-
taking that back.
I would never want you to take that back. Should we get labiaplasty together?
No. I'm gonna keep mine now. I like it.
this. No, I'm gonna keep it, like in a little thing.
Yeah. You can frame it
I'll
beside Tom
sell it.
Demi.
I'll sell it. That was the stirrup.
I was like,
What if my ankle was that skinny that was a stirrup?
Wow. Your
That'd be
pussy
cool.
just flying everywhere. Your ankles are so small. Yeah.
When I lost an ankle, I gained a vagina. Any suggestions?
No, it's good. We gotta end this. No,
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's good. I think it's good.
Okay. I mean, I could tell you. No.
That's good. Okay, good.
We did it. It was fun.
You are